It's already 30 seconds past time.
Well, that's unacceptable.
Did you guys check the piano while JT was here?
Yeah, I did, but I want him to do it again now that we're live, because I think going live changes things a bit.
It changes everything for me.
But he just went to get a lemonade, everybody. And as soon as he said he wanted a lemonade, I was like, that sounds really good.
I'm going to text Luke.
I should text my husband and tell him he should bring me a lemonade.
Bring me a lemonade.
So if he's listening to this show, actually that's what I did. I actually popped into the screen. Hey, we're live, JT.
Awesome.
We waited till you left, and then
Fair warning.
I actually popped into the stream while we were live and said, "Hey, Luke, since you're watching, bring me a lemonade."
I inspired you.
And make it a double.
Well, this was a few months ago, and everybody was laughing because they're like, "Bring us one too, Luke." But I was like, I tried texting first, to be fair, and he didn't respond to that. So I saw that he was commenting, so he's obviously watching the show.
Do you think Luke would bring me a lemonade if I asked him for one?
No, probably not. He probably wouldn't.
You don't think so?
Well, if you were here, he would. If you were broadcasting from our house.
No, I mean if I was here on the other side of town.
No.
I
mean, that's not that far away, is it?
It's a good 15 minutes.
Yeah,
heaven forbid that you would have to do something 15 minutes from your house for your father-in-law.
He is
who provided the wife and the love of your life to you.
That's what I'm asking, is if it would create a crisis for him.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be babysitting.
That's why you have car seats. You put the babies in the car seat. You pack the lemonade in the floorboard so it doesn't fly off when you hit the brakes.
Oh man, would it work if you just put some saran wrap over the top of the pitcher of lemonade? Because one of my relatives would like to know.
No,
that's a story.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not getting in my truck with that. But it's got a top on it.
Oh man,
saran wrap with a rubber band
on top of a pitcher of Kool-Aid.
That's awesome.
It's got a top on it.
I'd like to see a video of that.
It doesn't.
Man, the sound check music sounds incredible tonight. What did you do, Amanda?
I logged in.
What did you do? Like everybody's eating tonight.
Yeah, I'm eating.
Except for me. I'm the only one who's really
that's your fault, John.
Committed fully. No, it's because I can't get my son-in-law to bring me any food.
Uh-oh.
No, here we go.
New link.
What?
The link is outdated for the after party.
Oh no.
Oh yes it is. I'll fix that, you guys.
Oh, dang it. We jinxed it and now our song is messing up.
Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show?
Are you ready?
Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show?
Ooh, that sounds good too.
It's working. It's rocking tonight. Somebody get DD a lemonade.
Somebody send me a new internet router.
Yeah. It's horrible.
It's going crazy.
I guess everybody gonna be so blessed. Hoping you cats gonna be impressed. Ain't no time to be depressed. Are you ready for the best?
Are you ready for it? It may not be our fault. StreamYard has been doing some updates, you guys, and so it's possible that they've been mucking around with things. Hey, welcome to SKUs. JT's here. The Peaches.
I'm having pimento cheese sausage balls.
Oh, I'm eating steak and peas and corn.
And lemonade.
Yep, and I just have my water because Luke apparently isn't watching right now. But when he sees this, it would be okay with me if he brought me some.
And John's got a turtleneck.
I have nothing.
Every kid in the 80s had a turtleneck.
That sweater might be from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
How old is that sweater,
Well,
Dad?
we learned that last week when we were looking at the toy boxes, remember? We talked about how every kid in the 80s had a turtleneck.
There you go.
Oh man, harsh.
No, I don't know if he's saying no to you or if he's saying no to me. about lemonade.
We might not have any lemonade, come to think of it. We stock eggnog in the winter. Lemonade is our summer treat. So
Yeah.
Okay. He make them up with a snifter of brandy. Or a shot
toddy. A flaming rum punch.
That reminds
man,
me.
and be quick about it.
This week, my 9-year-old learned. He was listening to a song. It was at the YMCA. We go to hip hop dance class. So
it's fun to stay at the YMCA.
They play songs that are not necessarily Christian songs. We'll just say that. They're usually the radio edit version. But one of them is all about take a couple shots. And he was singing along with it. And I was like, hey, buddy, do you know what shots are? Do you know what take a couple shots means? And he was like, no. And I said, it means drinking little tiny glasses of alcohol. And he knows what alcohol is. And he goes,
like,
and then he goes, I thought it meant like, take a couple shots, try to hit me. And it just cracked me up because it could have meant that. I could totally see why he would think that.
He thought it had something to do with fisticuffs.
Come on at
fighting.
me, bro.
Yeah.
Right, come on. Give me your best shot. Take a couple shots.
Hit me with your best shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
So-
is not about little bits of...
Little
It's
shots.
not about alcohol.
No.
Pat Benatar's song is not about alcohol.
No,
Right.
it's not. And she's not
I
doing
don't
it on
think
this tour to protest things. So,
Right.
yeah.
Because of Me Too? Is that why?
No, because of the inadequate common sense gun laws in the world. She's taking that song out of her tour this time to protest that. And I'm like, there's gonna be a lot of angry Pat Benatar fans. 'Cause
That'll
that was
show
like
us.
her number one song of all time. It's like,
right.
why is she not doing Hit Me With Your Best Shot? Maybe she'll do it at the encore. No, she's not.
Nope.
What? I want my money back.
I don't even know any other songs of hers. That's
Yeah.
serious.
I didn't know that she took it out
yeah.
of protest. It's like, you talk about punishing your fan base
I know.
for something that's not even their fault.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, I was actually thinking about doing a cover version of it and posting it on YouTube because there'll be a lot of people searching for it now since she's making such a big deal out of it.
That's actually a really good idea.
Hit me with a good shot.
But we need to make fun of Hollywood people trying to protest stuff while we're doing it. It needs to be a
Oh, it's
two-part.
happening. Yeah, it's so crazy. Jim Carrey announced to everybody he was leaving Twitter, and he did it on Twitter. He used Twitter to announce that he was leaving Twitter, but it's probably like a month ago, and he's still on there posting stuff.
Well, there's just something basically childish about doing all right, because people like this, I'm not going to do it anymore,
Right.
because I'm protesting a thing, and it's like it has nothing to do with guns
No.
and her. The people who are her fans may or may not be gun advocates, but the fact is that her not singing that song is going to change exactly nothing in
Right.
regards to gun
Well,
laws.
well, if you want to take all the red pills here, she needs to cancel the "Love Is a Battlefield" song from her set too,
No
because
kidding. There's a lot
battle
of guns on a
battle is a reference to war, which is has to do with guns. So let's just get rid of all the metaphors that have any kind of tint to them. So,
That also, you just gave Peaches another title to a song that Pat Benatar did. That Love Is
Well,
a
no,
Battlefield.
that's what actually Jeff said it first, and so I was gonna say I do know that one also,
It's the only other one that he knows. Yeah.
but I'd forgotten about it. And so, I just want to know who it is out there who has a strong opinion on guns, one way or another. They have a strong opinion about like, hey, we're freedom lovers. We have the right to defend ourselves. I really believe in all of these amendments that our founding fathers handed down to us. But Pat Benatar isn't going to sing her song again until I give up my guns. So
I'm gonna have to rethink it. Yeah.
I definitely have some thinking to do.
yeah.
I definitely have some introspection.
Who is this person?
Right,
Gotta go back and reconsider everything.
I need to meet that person who's actually letting that be a factor.
Well, it would be a thing like, you know what? If anybody deciding that they're not going to do anything in protest, quote unquote, of something that somebody else is doing, I don't even know who that is. Stop it! This is just depressing.
You haven't heard "Hit Me With Your Best Shot"? That's how we got started on this. I mentioned that my 9-year-old was singing along with a song similar to that, but he thought it was "Take a Couple Shots," and it was referring to alcohol, and he thought it was saying "Come on and hit me with your best shot." But JT pointed out that is in fact a different song, and that the woman who sings it isn't even singing it right now. So,
well, I just wonder what would happen, like if like an artist, for example, a painter was like, you know what, I hate what we're doing to the planet, and so until we reduce our carbon footprint, I'm not going to use the color orange ever in anything
oil-based
I do.
paints.
And we're like,
Yep.
So
yeah, but
oil-based paints are petroleum products. So
Yep.
Let's go. If we're going to go all the way here, let's.
I feel like that's when now we're gonna cross into having to talk about Monet, who I recently learned he, along with several other impressionist painters, never used true black. They only used a combination of other colors to make a dark color because they argued that true deep black doesn't exist, like synthetic black basically doesn't exist in nature anywhere, and so they didn't want to use it. So that's interesting. But also, remember the story about ultra black? Is it ultra black? So
there was an ultra white that came out a little bit ago that's supposedly
it's like patented,
like whiter than white,
And don't put it past the painters to get just as petty as the Pat Benatars of the world, because they have had some political battles before.
I'm not saying that they wouldn't do that. I'm just saying that it's silly to do that for whatever reason. Any sort of, it's the equivalent of holding your breath. I'm just going to hold my breath until I get my way, and it's like, well, good luck with that.
Yep.
So,
oh boy.
Okay, well, we're off to a different start tonight. JUAN DeVivo talked about sending us a live feed from his phone. I don't know if he forgot or if he's having trouble connecting or whatever, but he's doing his band thing tonight, and so he's at his church, I guess, doing a Christmas concert at his church.
He joked about how he might set up his phone anyway so that we would have like a little stream where we could check in on him periodically throughout the night. He'd like put us backstage so we could see him on stage, but then I guess that didn't happen. I told him I kind of like the idea. Like, it appeals to my mother instincts where I have a nanny cam and I can just kind of
check in on him,
oversee, make sure he's okay.
I haven't heard JUAN make a sound for a while.
He might be in trouble.
Okay.
I don't want the blanket to get wrapped around his face
around
or
his
something.
neck.
Yeah.
Is he breathing?
Yeah.
Guitar strap. So we're going to soldier on without him. There's a possibility that we'll have a special guest at some point during the show, but I can't swear that that's going to happen. There's a lot of things that are uncertain. Our special guest may be protesting.
I have some special guests here in the wings in case our normal one doesn't. So.
Aww. Is that Harry Potter?
That was Harry. That was Harry Potter. Although a more appropriate one for...
Why has he got a big piece of chalk in his hand?
That's a wand, John. Rubius Hagrid would be better because poor Robbie Coltrane died this month. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's so sad.
Hagrid has an ice cream cone in his hand. I don't understand any of the symbology.
That's actually an umbrella.
We are on, because Hagrid's wand was removed from him when he was kicked out of Hogwarts. He washed out of Hogwarts and they never gave him his diploma.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
He's not allowed to use magic, but he sometimes enchants his umbrella to let him cast spells. He's not supposed to do that, so don't tell the ministry.
I do not know the lore, obviously. So
John doesn't know what we're talking about.
We're going to sojourn on. We have a big show. And I was hesitating to say that because I'm not ready to show you how big it is yet. And that's going to be JT's
it's so
first
big
question.
that we only have 3 squares tonight. So
we have to
make room. You have to make room for the show because it's so much huger than it was last week.
That's right.
But we need a comparison. We need something to compare it to. If we were going to compare it to anything, what would we compare it to?
Are you clicking stuff?
Sarah, they took my line.
Quit.
Deborah and Sarah took my line.
And
I didn't click anything in StreamYard.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Dee Dee did too. They're all taking my line.
I take back my criticism.
How big is it?
Yeah, they're already.
I'm not actually looking at the screen right now because I'm busy doing my
job.
Oh,
there's Russ also asking how big is it.
Okay, hang on a second, everybody. I'm glad that you're interested. Well, if a regular show is represented by this woolly mammoth / mastodon, can you see it?
Yeah, I see him.
And tonight's show looks a little something like this.
Yay!
That's nice. That's really nice.
It's the Rockefeller tree.
Mm-hmm. It looks better than mine because obviously whoever owns that tree does not have small children who put every single ornament that they've ever made on.
Yeah,
right. Or cats.
Yeah, they smother the tree in ornaments.
Or cats.
Yes.
But the smothered Christmas look.
Before we get to it, we are going to give a shout out to our Cliquers.
Cliquers are great. They're super amazingly great. Athletic and fun and super smart. Their beautiful faces a work of art. Cliquers are great. They're jingle bell mistletoe great. Without them we'd be destitute and drifting into the abyss. Lovely Cliquers, we blow you a kiss. The Cliquers are so fabulous. In fact, this crew is killer. Like Taylor, Luke, and Melanie, and Russ and Christoph Miller.
Mm-hmm. And in no particular order, while we love all of our Cliquers, we're giving a special shout out this week to
Christine Thompson
and
Kendra
Petty.
You can become a Cliquer like going to JohnBrandy.com. I was waiting for it to conclude, and it's it doesn't.
Toes.
Yeah, it doesn't conclude. Go to JohnBrandy.com, become a subscriber. We would love to have you join our merry band. You can come to the after party where we talk about all sorts of stuff that we don't have time to talk about on the show. We plan, we devise.
All the intense planning.
We scheme.
Yeah.
I think. Is that a good word to use?
We scheme. Yes.
We cogitate.
We foment ideas.
We foment.
Yes.
And you can be part of all that scheming fomenture if you join, become a subscriber. Thanks to all of our Cliquers. Thanks for your support. Tonight, I have a thing prepared to do after we do the Song of the Week. But the Song of the Week this week, I will have to admit, I'm not completely sure exactly what it is because I think there was some talking that went on behind my back.
There's so many songs flying around now, John.
There's a lot of songs that we've been talking about and working on. And so the one that you're probably thinking of is the one that JT just told me he's planning to do first of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be the first song of 23.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And we're not allowed to talk about that, right? We're not allowed to even share.
No. The first rule of SCQS songs is we don't talk about SCQS songs.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
But we can mention that this is we have 3 weeks to go, including this one, before JT completes his perfect year.
Yeah, 52.
52.
Like a deck of cards.
Every single week, a brand new song. And sometimes more than that. Like he started before January writing, before he officially gave himself the challenge. But also there have been weeks like what you're talking about, where like this week and last week, there's other songs that are being, produced.
Yes.
So
it's
at least one song every week for 52 weeks.
Very good, very good. So playing with a full deck here.
I am convinced now, after the opening, that we need to do some sort of hit me with your best shot.
Yeah. No, I like his thinking there because people are going to be searching for it.
It's a great song. You should look it up. I can't do it or we'll get flagged. But
it should be very close to hit me with your best shot.
I'll tell you what, I think a couple of people said they didn't even know who Pat Benatar is. And you owe it to yourself because she had one of the greatest female rock voices of all time, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, she's right on.
What about Bonnie Raitt?
Bonnie Raitt has a great female rock voice, but hers is kind of a crossover for me. Hers is kind of a singer-songwriter style, but she can rock it out for sure.
What about Wendy Kaiser?
Wendy Kaiser is incredible, amazing. Yeah. And I would say Susan Tedeschi. I think is her last name. She's one of my favorite rock voices. Lots of good rock voices. Hey, Stevie Nicks has a great rock voice.
I was going to ask about that.
Oh, man. Ann Wilson from Heart. Whew, I got chills thinking about her voice. Yeah, Ann. I got to hear Heart live on their last tour.
Who does not have a great rock voice?
What female?
What female doesn't have a great rock voice?
Yeah. Who's tried?
Well, I've got a few that I don't like, but I don't like to say their names because they might feel bad if they heard the broadcast.
Fair enough.
I'd rather just say the ones that I really like.
Who are these people?
And lead people in that direction.
So it's safe to assume that if he didn't mention you, he doesn't like your voice.
Not necessarily. I've got a long list. We might be here all night if I start thinking. But yeah, Wendy Kaiser's right up there. She's in my top 5.
Really?
This is not lemonade for those who are wondering.
Is it hot tea?
It's tea,
Are
hot
you having
tea.
tea? Are you having bickies?
It's tea.
It's not black tea though. It's
chalky bickies with your tea.
I don't know what kind of an accent you'd have to do for like a ginseng herbal like sleepy time tea because it's not British.
Herbal.
It'd be like I don't know.
It's Indonesian.
You could be like, you could say it like a poo from the Quickie Mart.
You could say it like the guy from the commercial. I forget which brand added a green tea. Like maybe, I don't think it was Arizona when Arizona came out with a green tea, but they were known for their regular tea. And then
for that tea.
And then they came out with a green, like oh no, it was white. It was when they came out with white tea. Okay. And so then the commercial was this guy goes out to like a field where they're picking tea leaves, and he asked the guy, "What's the deal with this white tea?" And he says, "Well, white tea is made from a baby tea leaf." And then he goes, "And when it is ready, you pluck it." And the guy goes, "That's it?" And he goes, "That's it." And then he walks away.
Yes.
Now you know.
Yep.
So that's the accent we would need to do. You pluck it.
Yep. Luke says like a sleepy Winnie the Pooh, which isn't bad.
That's kind of redundant, isn't it? Winnie the
Still
Pooh's always
wouldn't be able to do it. Oh, bother.
Oh, there's a couple other great names. Joan Jett, from the Blackhearts. That's a great song.
There was a time in my life, I'm a little embarrassed to admit, that I could not tell the difference between Joan Jett and Pat Benatar. I thought they were the same person.
Oh, really?
Sarah, you still haven't missed JT's song. Calm down. We're very chatty today. We're getting to it.
Yeah, it's already 20 after, and we haven't even done the song
yet. Grace Slick from Jefferson Airplane. That's a great one. Christine McVie. Yeah, Russ is right. I think Christine McVie did have a better voice. Like them both, but yeah, in a celebrity death match, Christine McVie would win out. Yeah,
we can do
so wait, you don't saying you don't like someone's voice, but you don't mind painting the mental image of them tearing each other apart in celebrity death, cutting each other's heads off,
decapitating.
We should, John. We should do a female rock singer Scribble Knots episode
where they fight to the death.
Yeah. Could that happen?
Oh, it totally could.
We could totally do it. I have the power.
Cool.
If I can make stuffing and cranberry sauce fight each other, I can certainly put Joan Jett and Pat Benatar in the ring.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Oops, there we go. We got to do JT's song before
right.
Sarah's internet cuts out again.
Okay, Sarah's here, so
here we go. Ready? All right.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hopefully it doesn't go really fast because.
The season's full of sounds, can you hear it? Reverberating with the Christmas spirit. The melodies are sweet, the harmonies are clear. Now's the time to use them, if you have ears to hear. 'Cause I hear angels in the sky, mountains in reply. Hope is ringing out, are you listening? Stars are sweetly singing, bells are brightly ringing. drive away your doubt. Are you listening? The message is for you if you'll receive it. Word has been made flesh, will you believe it? There's an echo in your heart, it's a sound you've heard before. The table's set, the music playing, open up the door. You'll hear angels in the sky, mountains in reply. Hope is ringing out, are you listening? Stars are sweetly singing, bells are brightly ringing. Drive away your doubt, are you listening? Angels in the sky, mountains in reply. Hope is ringing out, are you listening? Stars are sweetly singing, bells are brightly ringing. Drive away your doubt, are you listening?
You know what? You know what? We have got some really great music on SCQS. You know?
Well,
That's a great song, JT.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great song.
I will.
Crying. Everybody's crying.
I will also cry and support.
Everybody's crying and supporting each other with their team. Yeah, that was that's a great song.
Thank you.
So we have several. I know that the idea of doing music on this show is a little bit. So sometimes we're kind of tongue in cheek when we put out the music, but it's quality stuff. We've got some really good songs, and we are still planning to have a bracket where we pick, you know, what the songs are going to be that make the album.
Yeah. That'd be a great Christmas goal for next year. I mean, once we get all the songs in and we do the bracket, it'd be great to be able to offer a SCQS album at Christmas next year for people to give for gifts.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard to figure out which songs to pick, which songs to pick, and which songs to keep, because some of them, there's a lot of them that are good. So, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that you've been waiting, you haven't been waiting for this. You don't even know what's going to happen. But I was endeavoring to figure out how to incorporate Christmas movies into some sort of a game, because I was over at Mandy's house last week, and she was showing me all of the Christmas movies that are that have been produced like recently, and
oh my gosh!
And your thought was, tell them what you thought. That you
I
thought it was a joke.
I sincerely thought it was a joke, because they were like celebrities, like real, probably, you know, B-listers or C-listers, but they were celebrities, and they were doing these Christmas movies. And I was like, oh, this is a meme form now. They're just like making up what would be a really funny Christmas special if The Rock did a Christmas special. Hey, look, it's JUAN.
Hey, hold on a second. I'm still working my. Oh, you can't tell. I have a special guest.
Hey,
hey, Melody.
How'd the show go?
It's still going.
You're still doing it?
Oh, okay.
We're just sitting here.
I forgot my suggestion of leaving the camera on while I was playing, but
I told them about that. I said I kind of felt a little like I was worried you might have stopped breathing, and I'm feeling the urge to, you know, check on you with the like the nanny cam.
Oh, Well, we're about to go out and do this song called Miraculum, and about, you know what? We might be done. Y'all might be done with the show before. So what's been happening?
We've been having a good time.
Yeah, you just missed JT's song, and we've been trying to figure out which songs we should put on the album. And
we've
Dad
been talking
was
about the
to
greatest
introduce...
female rock vocalists of all time.
That's right. We've been kind of chatty tonight. We're not really getting to the things we got planned.
The greatest female rock vocalist.
Melody.
Her vote would be Pat Benatar.
That's what we
talked about her, but the reason that JT brought her up is because apparently she's protesting some sort of gun activism thing and not singing "Hit Me with Your Best Shot" on her tour right now.
Right.
What?
Don't
Her
tell me
biggest
that
hit.
stuff. Then I can't be a fan anymore.
Just found a record of hers in an antique store.
She's great.
Stevie Nicks, we brought her up too.
Which is kind of an accidental burn if you think about that.
So, and I was just telling everybody, I was apparently helping Dad set up the game for tonight because I don't even know what the game is. But last week I told him about this list, this huge long list of all of the Christmas movies that are supposedly being released this season. And when I first saw it, there's like 30 or 40 of them in this list. And it's stuff like, the example I just gave was The Rock doing, punch yourself at Christmas or something. And I'm like, this has got to be a joke. There was
Christmas uppercut.
Right, that kind of stuff. There was what's the name of the guy from the Cooking Network? The chef.
Emil?
No, but it's something like that. It's not Emil, but it's and it's like cooking. Christmas cooking or something like that. And I was like, yeah, this is a joke. And it's not. It's
Christmas
real.
at a rapid boil.
I'll have to look up that one. But anyway, that I showed Dad and I was like, look at these. Would you believe that these are all real? And he was like, no, I think it was a joke too, but they're real. So
yeah. Well, and so my original thought was to go, hey, we should come up with some titles for Christmas movies and fake titles for Christmas movies, and then real titles, and you have to guess which is which. We could still do that because that would be a thing that I would really like to have JUAN here for that anyway. But that could still be a thing that we're going to do. But this week, what we're going to do is I've assembled a slideshow of movies, and it's just the bylines for those movies.
Oh yeah,
and you have to guess what the movie is based on just the log line. And so some of these are easier.
It's Bobby Flay. That's who's in a Christmas movie. But anyway, go on.
Oh.
Well,
that kind of stuff would kill me. I would shrivel up and die if I'd ever said that.
Tabby answered the question while I was still looking it up. Yes, Bobby Flay was the one who's in this Christmas movie.
All right. So that's the premise. And so the first movie is Guess Who's Coming to Town? And you have to name the movie.
Krampus.
Based on the byline there, actually. You know what's funny? What's funny, JUAN, is that there is a movie called Krampus. And, and it is Krampus is coming to town.
Yeah.
Is the byline. So that's
is that this one? Is this Raisin in the Sun?
No.
Nope.
It's got to be a Christmas movie.
Amber doesn't appreciate your pun because she doesn't know what a log line is.
A log line is the phrase that they put underneath the title or somewhere on the poster of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think log lines are what you use when you're pitching a movie, and you have multiple log lines when you send them.
For the purposes of this game,
that just ruined the whole game right there. Thanks a lot, Amanda.
The log line.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure
the little phrase that goes up on the poster that describes the movie.
Yeah.
And so, I haven't gotten. Well, actually, Amber, for not even knowing what a log line is, she has correctly guessed.
Way to go, Amber.
She was right. And yes.
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
So and then It's the legend of Santa Claus is put in jeopardy when an unscrupulous toy manufacturer attempts to take over Christmas.
Oh, those unscrupulous toy manufacturers.
Is that the
And-
Rankin Bass one?
No.
Okay.
No, it's
a live action,
Santa
isn't it?
Claus,
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dudley
so
Moore was in that, wasn't he?
Oh.
So the title that we are looking for is Santa
I'm going
Claus,
to be no good at this.
the
but go
movie.
on.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
movie.
So now you've got that one to
That's a
use
good
as
one.
your base.
That was a
Yeah.
good warm-up, guys.
So here's the next one. The spirits will move you in odd and hysterical ways.
The Hangover.
Scrooged.
The Christmas movie.
Is it? Oh no, that's Halloween. It's not Hocus Pocus.
Scrooge.
Hangover.
The Casper Christmas special.
The Casper.
The spirits. I thought maybe Casper too.
Yeah, Christmas
Not
Carol.
Scrooged.
Okay, Christmas Carol. I'll go with that then.
Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Maybe
Close.
Scrooge.
There it is.
Bill Murray.
Jeff
Scrooge.
Lane.
Yeah.
Jeff Lane had it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the
A
full description.
toaster!
A selfish, cynical television executive is haunted by three spirits bearing lessons on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that, of course, would be Bill Murray.
Yes.
In
Bobcat
Scrooge.
Goldthwait was great in that movie.
I gotcha.
Okay.
tell her it was a good
Here's the
job
next one.
anyway.
This holiday season, believe.
Believe.
Or else.
This
That could
holiday
be anything.
season,
Nativity.
believe.
Is it the-
I'll tell you right now, you don't need to guess Die Hard because I didn't put it in the list. It was too
No,
easy.
okay.
Too
Oh,
easy.
Is
Gremlin.
it Elf?
Gremlins.
No, the log line for Elf is get in touch with your inner elf, and so that would give it away.
Yeah, that would.
Oh my stars! Look at all the people
Yeah,
saying
he's-
Polar Express.
JUAN is saying over and over again, Gremlins.
I didn't hear it.
So here's-
No.
Here it is. On Christmas Eve, a young boy embarks on a magical adventure to the North Pole.
Okay,
while learning
I
about
know it.
Friendship, bravery, and the
They
spirit
got
of
it.
Christmas.
To be
Everybody
fair,
got it.
everybody got it. Yeah,
Yeah,
before you said
everybody
that.
got it. It's the Polar Express starring Tom
Yep.
Hanks.
Yeah.
We'll give it to Sherry too.
I will admit I have never seen the Polar Express.
Well, come to Knoxville. We're doing it every day this week.
Polar
Really?
Express is
In the
the
schools,
worst Christmas movie.
The Pillar Express is the worst Christmas.
Not that one, Tabby. It's Polar Express.
Pilar. Michelle Pilar Express.
The Michelle Pilar Express. All right, here's the next one. From America's master of melody comes the most fabulous music and mirth show.
The producers.
Now, this should give you some idea about the time frame for this movie.
Master of
You
Melody.
you don't see
Oh,
log lines like
okay.
Holiday Inn.
in modern movies. That is an amazing guess, JT.
Like they missed the opportunity for another M, and instead of most fabulous, it would have been like most miraculous music. And
Yes.
Harry Potter. I don't think that's. We
Yeah,
got
you guys
three
are-
white
You
Christmases.
guys are shouting at White Christmas, and JT said Holiday Inn. So let me give you a successful song and dance team become romantically involved with a sister act and team up to save the failing Vermont Inn of their former
Holiday
commanding general.
Holiday Inn.
He was right?
it's winter. That's White Christmas.
Oh, is that White Christmas?
That's White Christmas.
I was wrong.
Ta-da!
There we go.
White.
I do not even remember the plot
We'll
of that at
follow
all.
the old man wherever
It doesn't
he
really
wants
have
to
much
go.
of
We
a
watch
plot.
that one every year.
Mhm.
It's more
That's a
about
great
the singers and the dance numbers and plot. Who needs a plot when you got Bing Crosby and the
Eh. Okay.
Irving Berlin songs?
All right, whatever. This Christmas, the snow hits the fan.
Christmas Vacation.
That's that.
Yep.
I was gonna say that's the Jack Frost movie with
Hey.
Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, that's a good
we
one.
have a guest backstage.
Hey,
Hey,
we should bring him out.
let's bring him in and see if he
See if-
knows which
See
movie
if he
this
knows
is from.
Which movie this is? What's
Hello,
up, Tim?
Tim.
Hey, fellers.
Good to see you.
What's going on?
And lady. There's a lady here.
Oh, and I meant fellers in the figurative sense.
Of course.
Metaphorically fellers.
We're just trying to figure out what this saying is from. Which movie this?
What Christmas movie, Tim, has
Yes.
the byline or the log line? This Christmas, the snow hits the fan.
Huh. Mm-hmm. No, hits the fan.
Yeah.
I could guess.
You can guess. Guesses are allowed.
The Santa Claus, possibly?
Ah,
Not
yeah,
bad.
the Tim Allen.
Everybody is saying Christmas Vacation.
They're saying Christmas Vacation. Let me give you the little synopsis.
Okay.
When a man inadvertently makes Santa fall off his roof,
you got it.
Christmas
You got it. The
Eve, he
Santa
finds
Claus.
himself
Nicely
magically
done.
That
recruited
was
to-
correct.
Way to go, Tim.
Yep.
He comes in
Good job.
cold. He
Yep.
comes in cold and guesses it. The Santa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna leave my camera going. We'll see if this works. But I'm gonna turn y'all down. I can't hear you. But if
Okay.
you'll check in and see. But
All
I
right.
gotta go to the next thing. All right. Take me
Okay.
out, and
I'll
turn
take
this
you
off.
out of the stream, and then we'll check on Juan later,
We'll check
like
on
he's
Juan
a
later.
3-year-old down for a nap. Okay.
Okay. All right. Next movie is The Greatest Gift of All is Right at Home.
The greatest gift of all is right at home. The
You
preacher's
find it.
wife.
The greatest gift of all. Man, you
Preacher's
pulled
Wife.
some obscure movies out. That's
Well, I was just thinking
I know it.
Whitney Houston was in that, and one of her songs was the greatest gift of all.
I think Sherry's right. Oh, and Russ and
Yeah, they're probably right. I'm wrong again.
Yep. Home Alone.
the
That's what I'm going
consensus
with.
is that it's Home Alone.
Is Tim's mic on?
He's got it muted. I didn't mute it.
Who?
Tim's mic is muted.
Oh, Tim's
Oh
mic
no,
is muted.
let's see. Nope, it won't let me do it because he did it himself. He said he doesn't know why.
Wait a minute, your mic, Tim.
It won't let me do it.
There should be a setting down there, a mute button.
Oh,
on
he
his-
just jumped out.
He's on his phone. Okay, The Greatest Gift of All
I'll
is
bet
Right at
it's
Home.
I'll bet
I
it's Home
think
Alone.
it is Home Alone.
Let me
It's
give you
gotta
the
be.
next. Let me give you the next clue. An angel is sent from heaven to help a desperate, frustrated businessman by showing him
it's a
what life
wonderful-
would have been like if he had never existed.
Deborah and Sherry got it.
Mhm.
Oh my
They
goodness.
did.
Yep.
So your instincts are to say, "Oh, it's Home Alone," but it's actually
Yeah.
A Wonderful Life. Now, have
Great
you ever seen that movie,
movie.
Peach?
I have, but only once, and it was in high school, so I don't remember very much of it.
Great
Did
movie.
it change your life?
Clearly not. Or if it did, it changed it so completely and so thoroughly that I don't even remember the movie itself. It just immediately brought it to my being. It just became a part of me so much I can't even distinguish between it and myself now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pray for me because we're showing it to our youth group this Saturday. They've never seen it, so
It's a great movie.
I'm afraid they're all going to go to sleep, but I love it.
Tribute to the original, traditional, 100% red-blooded, two-fisted American Christmas.
Two-fisted, red-blooded, 100% American Christmas. Black Christmas.
There actually is a movie. You know that, right?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
actually is a Black Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a 1974 or 73
Sorority
or
House
something.
movie, yeah.
Yeah.
That had Margot Kidder in it. Yeah.
And that is a
Yeah.
tribute to the original, traditional, 100%
I was thinking red-blooded. I thought maybe this is a horror thing.
Black Christmas. That was very close to finding its way into this lineup, but it didn't.
People are saying A Christmas Story, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's right.
No,
Not sure about that.
Die Hard's not even on the list, Sarah. So that one.
Die Hard's not on the list, so. And plus, there's still a debate raging about whether Die Hard even is a Christmas movie or not. So here's.
I think we got confirmation from Bruce Willis himself.
1940s, a young man named Ralphie Parker attempts to convince his parents, teacher, and Santa Claus that a Red Ryder range 200-shot BB gun really is the perfect Christmas gift.
Yep.
And that, of course, is.
See, the red-blooded didn't throw me off, but the two-fisted threw me off. I don't know what that has to do with much. But...
That's a great movie. That's one of the classics.
It is.
I'm afraid that we hurt Tim's feelings because he hasn't come back, but
I think he's having a little bit of tech issues. That's my feeling on the thing. But
cute, clever, mischievous, intelligent, dangerous.
Gremlins. Gotta be Gremlins. Gotta be.
Yep. Hey. That's going to be an interesting...
That one kind of set the tone for every Christmas horror movie that came after it.
Yep.
And it had some scenes in it that almost didn't make it past the censors.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Gremlins?
Oh, sorry. In Gremlins, yeah. That's the answer.
Yes. Amber guessed it.
That seems to be the end. We don't know that. Let me give you the second clip.
Yeah. Don't know it for
A young man inadvertently breaks 3 important rules concerning his new pet and unleashes a horde of malevolent mischief monsters on a small town. Malevolently mischievous monsters on a small town. That would be Gremlins.
Huh.
I saw that in the movie theater, I think 4 times when it was in the movie theater.
It's good.
And it does have some disturbing images in it. Should we put JUAN up there so everybody can see what he's doing?
Isn't that totally cool? I was just looking at him backstage. Okay, here, let's do this real quick.
You guys. This is
and then do this.
JUAN DeVivo. He's actually live on stage right now.
Guitar cam.
Oh man, okay, that cracked me up.
That's good.
Okay. That's pretty cool. The JUAN cam.
Yeah.
Okay, next movie. They're not just getting rich; they're getting even.
I know this one. I know that one.
They're not just getting rich, y'all.
They're getting even. Dirty, rotten scoundrels. No, it's not Christian. It's not a Christmas movie. It's not a Christian movie either.
But it is a good movie. I've seen Dirty, Rotten Scoundrels probably a dozen times.
It's hysterical. One of the best. Not Mother.
That scene where he's pretending like he can't feel his legs.
Yeah.
Can't feel his legs.
Yeah, and he's got that switch and he keeps hitting his shins with
it. You can't feel this.
No.
Tears running down his face.
She's like, Dr. Schiffhausen, look, he's so happy he's crying. They're not getting rich.
They're not just getting rich, they're getting even. Home Alone 2?
No.
I guess I haven't seen that one.
I'm pretty sure we had this movie growing up, didn't we? Maybe I have it.
It's older.
Now.
It's 90s.
I think I might have it now.
Or early 2000s. Maybe early 2000s. I forget that 2000 was 23 years ago.
I know.
Nope.
Y2K.
I think it's Talladega Nights.
This was tough. I'm not grabbing anything here.
If you give the next part, we'll get it.
A snobbish investor and a wily street con artist find their positions reversed as part of a bet by 2 callous millionaires.
Trading Places. Eddie Murphy and
that wasn't
Dan
a bad guess.
Yeah.
I like John's
I forgot
sweater.
that was a Christmas movie.
It came up as a Christmas movie.
Yep.
All right, next one. He doesn't care if you're naughty or nice.
Bad Santa. Definitely Bad Santa.
He doesn't care.
That movie is surprisingly touching. It's filthy, but it's very touching at the end. Cloris Leachman is in that movie, and she's hysterical.
I like her.
Oh my gosh!
With your Bad Santa, The Grinch.
Well, there's that one too. Yeah.
Santa Claus 2. He doesn't care if you're. That's just going to be your guess all night long, isn't it? The Santa Claus 2. Chance likes my sweater. I didn't see that.
I know. I pulled that up just now. What's funny about that sweater is I told this story in church this morning. I remember that from when I was like a toddler. Like, I'm pretty sure that he would carry me into various Christmas events wearing that sweater. It's like gotta be circa 1990 or something like that.
It's not a new sweater, is what she's saying.
No.
Okay, so I see one guess for the Grinch. I see one guess for Bad Santa. Let me give the next clue.
Krampus.
I think everybody's kind of gave up because they just think JT's right. A miserable con man and his partner pose as Santa and his little helper to rob department stores on Christmas Eve, but they run into problems when the con man befriends a troubled kid.
Yep.
That, of course, is Bad Santa. And I agree with you. It is the end of that movie is shocking because it's like, wow, I'm really kind of touched by this.
I know.
I'm really kind of. I'm not sure that redeems all of the vileness leading up to it.
No, not necessarily. They could have toned that down quite a bit.
They could have. They could have dialed it back, and they could have had just a really great movie. But as it is, it's so disgusting leading up to
really
that. That it's like, can't. Anyway, all right. Next one. Yule crack up.
Christmas Vacation, maybe.
Oh man.
Get it? Yule.
Got it.
Get it? But they spelled it U-L or Y-U-L-E.
Yes.
Get it?
Yeah, because that's a Yule log on there.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like a pun. Yule crack up.
And it's a log line.
I have no idea.
I got it.
Christmas with the Cranks.
That's a good guess.
Cranks is a good guess. Christmas Vacation, I see. And everybody else is just kind of given up. Have I demoralized everybody to where they're not even?
I thought Christmas Vacation we already got, or was that not true?
It was guessed.
Oh, but it was wrong.
But remember, you guys thought it was Christmas Vacation, but it turned out to be a different movie.
I'm going to stick with Christmas Vacation.
Let me give you the next. The family's plans for a big family Christmas predictably turn into a big disaster.
Yep. That's it.
I have to confess that I deleted the word Griswold from the byline. So it is Christmas Vacation. See at the top it says
Yule crack up.
All right. The ultimate romantic comedy.
Love Actually.
Of all of the romantic comedies, this is the ultimate, the pinnacle, the one that all of the others aspire to be.
The Holiday.
That might be it.
People keep guessing Die Hard.
That might be right.
The ultimate
Mannequin.
Mannequin.
Lars and the Real Girl.
Love Actually.
Santa Claus 2. Everybody just guesses Santa Claus 2. Any number of Hallmark movies.
Yep.
Die Hard.
I think it's Christmas Cooking with Bobby Flay.
Okay.
That's
well,
it.
let me give you the next clue. Follows the lives of 8 very different couples in dealing with their love lives in various loosely interrelated tales, all set during a frantic month before Christmas in London, England. And that is Love Actually. I've never seen this movie either.
Watch the edited version, John.
Why?
It's like Bad Santa. There's scenes in there that,
that don't need to be there,
and you'll never get out of your head. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have an edited version actually.
I've never really felt compelled to watch it. I've known about this movie.
Hans
for a long
Feeney
time.
hates it. Hans Feeney hates this movie.
Why?
I don't know. I watched. Probably because of all the foul stuff in it, and all the bad messages about love. Because it does have some bad messages, but it has some good messages too. It's like Bad Santa. You get to the end of it, and you're like, oh my goodness. My heart hurts.
Amber started watching it, was like, nope. Well, if Hans Feeney doesn't like it, I don't like it.
Yeah, he hates it. He said it actually on his Twitter feed this week. He said, Love Actually is a bad movie.
Love Actually is actually a bad movie. What if... ... This one is going to be hard. Unless you are really a...
That could be the holiday because it's about a girl who decides, what if I traded houses with somebody for the season? It could be the holiday.
What if? What if? I will... Now, I have seen this movie. Only once. It's an older movie. It came out a while ago. I would be surprised if Amanda knows it because she would have been really small.
I haven't known any of these.
Mm-hmm. It's not. Let me. You know what? I'm just going to give you the clue, and I don't think you're even going to get it from the second clue. A fast lane investment broker offered the opportunity to see how the other half lives, wakes up to find his sports car and girlfriend have become a minivan and wife. Huh? Does that help?
No.
I got nothing. Nada.
Not
Zero.
even
Zip.
a little
Zilch.
bit.
Alvin and the Chipmunks too? No. The Squeakquel?
Yep, that's what it's called.
That's what it was called. But...
Yeah, the Squeakquel.
All right, I'm going to give you this one because I don't think you're going to get it. The Family Man, starring...
Oh, Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, see, Pat and Galen knew.
We
Nicolas
rented
do
that. We rented that last Christmas, and we cut it off after 5 minutes. We were just like, nah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a knockoff. It was trying to be sort of like It's a Wonderful Life. It was trying for that vibe, but it missed pretty badly.
Yeah.
Didn't have the heart. Just didn't have the same heart. It did have Nick Cage though. Something magical is about to happen.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Yep.
Something magical.
I'm gonna borrow Deborah's. Even though she
Miracle
guessed
on
that
34th.
earlier, I'm gonna pull it up now.
Something magical's about to happen. Something magical's about to happen.
Nightmare
So
Before Christmas.
Miracle on 34th Street. I looked for a byline for that one or a log line. I couldn't find one.
That is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll stick with Miracle on 34th Street then.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
Miracle on 30. Well, let me give you guys a second clue and see if you still like Miracle on 34th Street. A farm girl nurses a wounded reindeer. She believes it's one of Santa's, hoping to bring it back to life in time for Christmas.
In the
Her holiday
world.
spirit
We watched
inspires
that
those
2
around
nights ago. That's a great movie. Sam Elliott's in that. Cloris Leachman's in that one too. Yep.
What's funny about that to me is I got out the words "a farm girl" and he goes "Prancer."
Yes, I love that movie. And it's
I've
got
never seen that.
it's got the kid who plays Clark Griswold's son in Christmas Vacation in it. He plays this bully kind of kid in the movie.
Is he a hero?
No,
It is.
no,
It
he's
is
a bully.
Prancer, and there
Yeah.
it is. There's Prancer in silhouette.
I love
Everybody,
Prancer. I love Prancer.
so much. 2 dads, 1 toy, no prisoners.
Yeah.
I know
Does it
this.
have?
I'm not going to guess because I
I
know.
thought it'd be good to throw one in there that was, gettable.
Does it have Arnold Schwarzenegger in it?
Yes.
2 dads, 1 toy, no
It
prisoners.
does.
That's
Okay,
all
I
I'm
don't-
saying at this
I
point.
haven't seen it, but I know what it looks like. I know what the video case looks like.
I saw this one in the
Yep.
movie theater too.
Yep, that's
So
it.
this one. So there's
Yep.
there's a few guesses. There's not a lot of difference between the guesses. Well, let me give you the second clue and see if you still stick with your first guess. A father vows to get his son a Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
action figure.
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
However, every store is sold out, and you must travel all over town. And compete with
now
everybody
Chance's guess makes sense. Okay.
else. What'd Chance say?
He said Turbo Man, and I was
He
like,
still
well, that's
has a
not
Turbo
right.
Man. It is Jingle All the Way, everybody.
Then bad.
If you haven't seen that movie, run, do not walk to go find it. Share the warmth. Share the warmth. I'll be surprised if you get this one. If you get this one, my hat's off to you guys. Anybody who gets this one from Share the Warmth, my hat is off to you, because I think that you're not going to get it even when I give you the second clue.
Share the warmth.
And I will give you the second clue because I'm convinced. A lonely, obnoxious young millionaire pays a family to spend Christmas with him. Lonely, obnoxious young millionaire pays a family to spend Christmas with him.
Walking in your winter underwear.
That's not a
Violent
movie that
Night.
Tabby.
That's one that came out this year, didn't it?
Yes.
Violent Night. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks horrifying.
It's got Ben Affleck in it. The I sure say. Borrowed Hearts. I think that's right. Is that what it's called?
Sounds like it.
There is a movie called that.
I know. I am still trying to get the Violent Nights trailer out of my head now that it's been brought back up to my attention. It's horrifying. Ben Affleck, Christina Applegate. You guys know the movie, but you haven't seen the title yet. Haven't seen the title yet.
Are they right?
Okay.
Pat
That
and
might be
Kayla?
right. Yeah, that's John Grisham.
Yeah.
It's a John Grisham novel.
Yep. Surviving Christmas.
Okay.
That's it.
And it has gotten, I mean, it has terrible ratings. It's like way, way, way bad. It got flamed for.
Yeah, Mom loves John Grisham, and she hated that book. So.
Yep. All right. 'Tis the season to get even.
That would be Home Alone 2.
We're just going to leave Home Alone 2 as the standard first guess from now on.
But that would make sense for this clue because those guys got sent to jail at the end of the first one. So
right, so now they're back with
now they're back for vengeance. Yeah.
So I don't see any guesses. 'Tis the season to get even. So let me give you the next clue, and somebody will probably get it from this. A rowdy, unorthodox Santa Claus is fighting to save his declining business. Meanwhile, Billy, a neglected and precocious 12-year-old, hires a hitman to kill Santa after receiving a lump of coal in his stocking.
Yep, I saw this last year, but I can't remember the title of it.
Yep, I saw this last year.
Yeah. Can't remember the name of it. I remember seeing it, though.
I wasn't even going to put this on.
Who played the hitman? Give that as a clue. That might jog my memory.
Well, Mel Gibson is in this movie.
Oh, yeah, and it's got Walton Goggins in it, too.
Yes.
It's called Fat Man.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
That is correct.
Yes.
It is Fat Man.
Yeah. I mean, I had fun with it, but I will never see it again, so I can't recommend it, but it was a good idea.
I'll show you to teach you to give me a lump of coal.
Yeah.
Baby, you're just what I want for Christmas.
Baby. There's a clue in that word baby, I bet.
Yeah. How often do you how recent a movie do you think you could get away with saying baby?
It would have to be 80s, at least 80s or earlier.
It's much earlier than the 80s. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Mariah Carey's bad Christmas movie. There's a J-Lo one too, back when she was still Jennifer Lopez. Or maybe not. That was just a wedding. That was the wedding planner. That wasn't Christmas.
Chance isn't even trying, man.
I was thinking that too, actually, when you said that baby is a clue. I don't think it is. Because the kid is out crawling around on the ground in like New York or something. I don't think it was Christmas time.
Young widow is torn between a boring attorney and a romantic ne'er-do-well.
Young widow.
Ne'er-do-well tells you something about the time frame too.
Ne'er-do-well.
When was the last time you heard somebody referred to as a ne'er-do-well?
Okay, Amber's bringing back Holiday Inn again.
It's the ballpark.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, the ballpark.
Would it be Holiday?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Holiday Affair.
Seen it. I started to say
Janet Leigh, Robert Mitchum. You know,
Janet Leigh.
And look how they've got her. They've got her wrapped up in saran wrap, sitting on a present.
Yeah.
You're never going to get away with that.
Not today.
This day and age. All right, a couple more. There glows the neighborhood.
That's a good pun.
There glows.
There glows the neighborhood. Could this be Lethal Weapon?
Oh, that's not a bad guess. Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie officially? Is it?
Yeah.
I guess everything's a Christmas movie. There glows the neighborhood. I'm going to give you the next clue since we're running out of time here. Two neighbors have it out after one of them decorates the house for the holidays so brightly that it can be seen from space. You know what? Amber is almost unbeatable at these games. She's like, pretends like she doesn't understand what a log line is, and then she just dominates. It is Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of it before, but I haven't seen it. So, all right. Next one is inspired by the #1 hit song and best-selling book.
I'll Be Home for Christmas.
No. I'll give you the. That's a pretty vague. But I'll give you the next clue, and I'll bet you'll get it. A young boy tries to get a pair of Christmas shoes for his dying mother, while a lawyer tries to deal with the breakup of his marriage.
Actually, Jeff was typing that. He must have been typing that before you even brought up the.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Christmas shoes.
Yeah, I remember the part about the pair of shoes for the dying mother, but the lawyer dealing with the breakup of his marriage must have been inserted just for the movie, right?
Ew.
Oh, Sarah, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Oh, no.
Please,
not the Christmas shoes.
Well, it's better than Fat Man.
How many more of these do you have?
It is Christmas shoes. All right, and this is the last one.
Oh, yeah, that's easy. Jack Frost.
Yep. Yep.
Father who can't keep his promises is killed in a car accident. 1 year later, he returns as a snowman. Has a final chance to put things right before he's gone forever. Jack Frost, ladies and gentlemen. A movie that is not that fun, and not that good.
We need to check back in on our stage.
All right,
JUAN Cam.
This seed that's planted beside you goes all the way back to the garden.
They're not playing anything right now.
We're intruding on the invitation.
Yeah. It was really cool a minute ago because there were lights and he was obviously still playing something. Right. But
who's that? Who's he standing next to? Who is that? Who's that guy?
It's probably a pastor at their church.
Yeah, they got the pray sway going.
Yep.
We're in the moment.
Sway.
We're gonna have to get his attention somehow so he can log into the Affert party because he's just gonna be.
Speaking of Affert party, while you guys are doing the wrap up, I got to put the link up.
Put that link up. Actually, I was just thinking, like JUAN usually does the little peekaboo at the end, so it'll be pretty easy to just kind of
Just throw him in there.
Let him play us out, assuming that they're actually playing a song.
There you go.
Okay, I can't do that from here. Well, I actually have to leave the studio, and then I'll put the link up to the after party, so all of you clickers will be able to join us there.
There'll just have to be a little break in our.
Just be a slight break. All right, so you have to wrap us up, and then we'll read the credits.
Go to JohnRaney.com to become a clicker and support us there. And then you can get a link to the after party, or at least you could. If somebody had remembered to put it up on the website, you'd be able to get it there. And you can go to castingcrowns.com to find out when JUAN will be closer to you than on screen.
And when you'll be able to see him from the front instead of having to gaze up at him from
up
the
his
floor.
nostrils. Yeah, instead of looking up his nose. But I saw that some people said they already do have tickets to see him, like somebody in February or something, and somebody in March or April. So apparently tickets are on sale. And you can go to johnthomasoaks.com and support Mr. 52 brand new songs in 2022. John Thomas Oakes. And I don't know what happened to Tim.
I don't know either.
Tim Jones.
We'll have to contact him.
Maybe he texted me. We'll find out.
He was struggling a bit. I hope he's okay. I wish I had a camera. I would check on him.
He texts John Thomas, help me.
His phone would not let any sound come out. He could see us, but he could not hear anything. So
We'll have to get him some actual equipment at some point so that he can join us. Tim's going to act out a scene from a movie one of these times when he comes on. So
how are we going to read the credits? We didn't even do. Oh, you should read the credits like a sleepy Winnie the Pooh.
Okay,
that'd be good.
We can do that.
All right, ready?
How does Winnie the Pooh sound different when he's sleepy?
He sounds the same as always.
Pretty much the same.
Just Louis Bear, Ray Bates, and Dakota Cartridge, and Ken Davis, Pat Edgington, and Brenda Davis, Jeremiah and Rachel, and Ken Coast.
Monty King, would you have a smackerel of honey?
This is the worst Winnie the Pooh. We need Brian back so bad.
Corey Stevens, and Tracy Charles, and Donna Jury, James Williams, Larry Yours, and Chance Rogers, and Olivia Rook. And then Bill and Andrea Teacher and Kevin.